On the trail, we've already had one dog come out barking at us. What we usually do is when we first start riding, we give them a chance to warm up instead of gating them right away. We give them a chance to warm up and get their legs limber. Here come some more dogs. There are, usually we will see several dogs on the trail. We're in Elkmont on Rails to Trails. This is a trail that was used to be a railroad bed, and they've converted it to horse trail, bicycle trail, and walking trail. And it's in Limestone County, and it's great. It's a wonderful place to exercise your horses, and it's just shaded so that when in the heat of the summer, it's not quite as hot underneath all this shade. We'll see what this dog is gonna do. Our horses are used to dogs. Now, if this dog pops out, it'll scare Mac, who's already cautious about the other dogs, and they don't like anything coming out and scaring them, so they're on edge. But what you do when you're riding is you are aware of everything that's going on. Now, the horses can sense and smell much better than we can what's on the trail, like if a deer is going to jump out in front of us. And so you kind of tell by their ears and by their reaction to things that there's something happening. Now, you cannot tense up. You have to be aware, but you don't tense up because the horse knows, he feels you when you're riding. If you're afraid of him, he knows that, and he will take control rather than you having control. If you tense up over afraid that dog's going to jump out and the horse is going to shy and you're going to fall off, he knows what you're feeling and he gets all tense. So there's a whole art to riding, and you learn it as you go along. This is gating, and it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 gate. So we walked him for a mile, and Max got a tickle in his throat. And here comes Joker and Rip, and they are gating, just so you can see. Gate sounds like. You're really not hopping up and down in the saddle in a trot. It's more of a some of the things that Rip has taught Joker to do is side pass. So if we have to open a gate, he will go right up against the gate and Rip can open it.
Oh, buddy, good side pass.
back. Side pass, more side pass. Back.
What if we turn around with our legs?
And when you're in the saddle, there's 3 things that you control your horse. You control him with your legs, you control him with the bridle, and you control him with how you sit in the saddle.
Back, 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 back.
Do you want to get on the rock? Good boy. Good boy. Praising a horse goes a long way. I don't know if you've ever heard of bullfrog. That was a bullfrog. Something was bothering Joker. I didn't tell you about horses is that they have 2 brains that are not connected. So just because you've gone past, say, a mailbox or a stump on the ground one way doesn't mean that when you go back the other way, they have seen that stump or mailbox before, and it'll scare them. Now Rip is riding bridleless right now, and Joker loves not to have the bridle on. And he is controlling him by voice and leg pressure, and he has, in case something happened, he has the bridle rein about his neck so he can grab hold of it if he has to.